Go PSU Sports sitting down with head coach Mark Pavlik ahead of the EIVA tournament. And Pav, 2 wins over the weekend, just one needed to lock yourself up as the #1 seed. But to get that second win and maybe continue the momentum heading into Thursday, how big was that for you guys to get the sweep?
Well, I think we went into the weekend thinking this was our playoff weekend, that this started the whole thing. We needed one win to win the outright. We needed one win to clinch, win it outright. And then that second win after St. Francis had won earlier in the day, had we not beaten Mason, even though we had the tiebreaker, we'd have shared the title. So I think we treated that like a playoff game. The whole idea is to start ramping up for the emotional and the kind of the focused view of a playoff mentality. And we've got to be ready to go when that whistle blows at 7:30 on Thursday night against Princeton.
And you mentioned the playoff mentality. You see the teams you'll be playing in the EIVA throughout the regular season, but what is that difference in the playoffs that maybe can make a team that you beat twice in the regular season much more dangerous in the playoffs?
Oh, I think there's a confidence that builds up over the season. I think you look at the teams that are coming in, St. Francis, Sacred Heart, Princeton, they all have gotten better as the season has rolled along, and they all know that, and I think we have too. So I think there's this attitude of, hey, this is ours for the taking, that all 4 teams should have, and that's what you want in the playoff. You know, nobody's coming in here to roll over and just spend a nice blue-white weekend in State College. They're coming here with the intent on winning. We've got to be prepared to answer that and to raise the bar at certain points during the matches.
And both your matchups against Princeton this season have gone the distance, 5 sets in both of them. You guys came out on top in both 5-setters. What's the key to beating a team like Princeton?
I just think you got to keep your service pressure on them. You got to make sure that you're not handing them points here and there with, it may sound quaint, you got to serve the ball in the court, you got to hit the ball in the court. And you got to force them to play high level, big boy volleyball for as long as they possibly can. And we have to do the same thing. I mean, with Oboe and Human in the middle, they're as dangerous, and if they put you in 2 passes, any team, because those 2 guys are monsters, they can get across the net and block the ball. So, you know, we've got to make sure we put the ball in the hands of our setter, we run our offense, we keep them guessing a little bit, and that we turn around with our blocking and be able to take advantage of when they're not quite in system either.
And for various reasons, the lineup has fluctuated this season for you guys, but it seemed over the past 3 weeks, I would say, that you've had the same starting 6 and the same rotation intact. Has that added to maybe a sense of feeling more comfortable heading into the playoffs?
I think so. I mean, knock on wood, we're as healthy as we've been all year long, and I think that's a good thing. However, I also think all the other teams have gotten healthy too. There's just been an unbelievable run of injuries across the board, or across the country, not just across the board in the EIVA. So I think that gives us that opportunity to just kind of say, okay, we've been in on it for now 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks. Let's keep making this thing work.
Pav, good luck. We'll see you here on Thursday, and then hopefully back again on Saturday as well.
Thanks, Jack.